They were like, Zach, you should sell these. I'm like, yeah, good one. And then I went back to my civil engineering job. So my name is Zach Buckeye, owner of Buckeye Brownies. My wife and I have grown Buckeye Brownies from the start, but how it started is pretty wild. So competitive bodybuilder, just like Brandon. And you're dieting when you're competing in bodybuilding. You're strict dieting for 4-6 months. Chicken and rice, chicken asparagus, very strict, right? And towards the end of that dieting phase, your cravings are through the roof.
Really?
So you're watching food on the internet, drooling over it. You're like, I can't wait for that first bite of whatever. So then you compete. Hopefully you do well, and then the floodgates are kind of open. And usually towards the end of that dieting phase, I'd be sending desserts to my mom and be like, "Oh, Mom, I would love this. I would love that." and then each show she would make me something unique, crazy, whether it was cakes, cookies, cupcakes, you just indulgent desserts. And then one time she made a layered brownie, and then I competed, and then I loved it. I shared it with friends and family. They were like, Zach, you should sell these. I'm like, yeah, good one. And then I went back to my civil engineering job. I graduated from the University of Akron in civil engineering. I was a construction manager for 2 years in downtown Cleveland, worked for Turner Construction. And then about a year and a half into being a civil engineer was when that occurrence happened. And I didn't even think about selling. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a joke, right? Went back, was doing my 9 to 5, went to the gym as I always would after work. One of the days after that, I kind of just was like, maybe I'll like just make my own brownie. Let me just bake my own one. And which is very similar to this MVP right here, which we will kind of show off here in a little bit. But made my own brownie, posted on social media. And then a lot of my other competitor friends at the time were like, Zach, let me buy a box. Let me buy that. And I was like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, I'll meet you tomorrow, or I'll meet you whenever you can. So then this is just a normal kitchen oven that you would have, and made my own recipe, kind of Googled. All of our brownies have 3 layers, a brownie or blondie bottom layer, something unique in the middle, whether it's cake, Oreos, cakes, animal crackers, crazy
Just
unique
raises
yeah,
stuff.
Pop-Tarts.
So the bottom layer is just a basic brownie, essentially, based off of whatever recipe you've created.
Correct. Brownie or blondie.
What's the blondie?
Yeah.
A blondie is like a brown sugar, buttery dessert.
Okay.
Yes, and that's just you can kind
So a
of
little lighter than a brownie almost, less like fudgy almost, and more like cookie almost, or
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, no cocoa. It's
Yeah.
just I think like buttery. Yeah, buttery blondie. I don't know how to. I don't know. How to explain
I don't know. It's good.
Yeah. So then there's something unique in the middle: Oreos, Pop-Tarts, whatever, and then the top is a cookie layer.
Okay.
So we call it our homemade cookie dough, even though it is baked. That is kind of how it's always been. And then we layer it accordingly and bake it all together. So once I made all 3 layers, I kind of perfected my own recipe. Kept posting on social media, and it was funny. Like I said, a lot of my competitor friends were like, Zach, I'll Venmo you. Here's $20, whatever. So then on my lunch break at my engineering job, I'd bake the brownies the night before. Before work, I would cut, bag them, box them in like an all-white box, very sketchy. And then I would meet my other competitor friends across the street at like a gas station. Give them a box. They give me the cash, and then I'm like, all right, appreciate it. Enjoy them, and then I'd go back to my engineering job. And it was funny because I always joked around like it was kind of like a drug deal. And